Let me now welcome on board the CMD at NLC India. We've got Prasanna K Motupalli joining in on the show right now. Mr. Prasanna, great to have you on the show. I want to first talk about your mine in Odisha because you did emerge as as a successful bidder and have now entered into execution agreement as well. Help us understand, what does it really mean for your company, and how is it that it's going to help you achieve your fiscal targets going forward?
Good morning, madam. As on date, NLC India is having around 45 million metric ton of mining capacity, and we are targeting to increase to 100 million metric ton by 2030. For achieving that, we have been participating in the commercial auctions of the Government of India. And last time, in the last version, we won North Dadu coal block in the state of Jharkhand. And in the 8th commercial block auctions, we won the Machhakata coal block, which is having huge reserves of 1.38 billion ton. And this is going to be one of the top 5-6 mines in the country in terms of capacity and production. And the stripping ratio is also favorable. So this is going to be a major contributor to NLCIL's production target, which we are targeting to achieve 100 million metric ton by 2030.
I just want to understand that what really would be the advantage of this in terms of bringing your cost down, because the main cost, at least for NLC, is perhaps the cost of raw material in this case, which is the mining cost. How will that change?
Actually, this mine, as I already told, this mine is having huge reserves, and the stripping ratio is also comparatively very less. So with that, the cost of production of the coal will be certainly be less than the conventional mines that are being producing the coal. So the cost of production will be comparatively lesser because of the large scale of production.
Okay. When you say that this mine has a lot of reserve, what could be the potential reserve? How much capex you will have to put in so that before the mining activity also starts?
Actually, we are working on that. The capex that is actually to be put up, we will be going through the MDO model, and the capex will be in the tune of around 10,000 crores.
I want to also understand that what is happening to the power demand. For the first time, we are going through a extraordinary patch of low supply, high demand, and no problems at SME or at state board levels. What is the experience with NLC? Where do you think demand and pricing is moving, and what about collections with the state electricity boards?
Regarding the demand and supply, from the scenario of power shortage, we reached a scenario of power surplus, and the demand is drastically increasing. If you take last 10 years, it is almost around 6% CAGR. But last 2 years, the increase is more than 9% CAGR. And going forward also, the demand rate will be sustained, and there will be huge demand going forward for the power. And coming to the realization from the DISCOMs and state electricity board, there is tremendous improvement in the collection efficiency because of the friendly Government of India policies. Now the outstanding dues are only current outstanding dues. Only few outstanding dues are there. So there is a lot of improvement in the collection efficiency from all the DISCOMs and beneficiaries.
I wanted to also understand, despite some of the reports talking about falling coal inventory levels, the coal secretary did clarify that the coal stock is at a comfortable level. So give us a sense as to what exactly the situation is on ground with respect to coal production, the coal stock availability and demand for power companies.
Last year, the peak demand was 240 gigawatt. This year, it touched 259 gigawatt, but it could be met without any problem. As on date, all the thermal power stations across the country are having sufficient quantity of stocks, and at the mine head also there is a record stock of coals are available. So whatever demand is there going forward, that can be met without any problem. The coal stocks and lignite stocks are available in the power stations as well as in the mine end.
Progressively, at what rate do you think the merchant power rates will stabilize at? They cannot be 8, 9, 10, 11 rupees, which is what they are. I mean, where do you think ultimately they will stabilize, and how much of your total revenue is coming from merchant power?
Actually, we are not going to merchant power much, because all our power production produced is tied up. So only when there is some backing down in some of the stations, then we are approaching the exchange. Our most of our revenues are from the regular supplies to the PPA holders.
Tata Power have
And
diversified into green energy. NTPC has got a big renewable business. If I look at Adani also, they are moving into green energy. Is NLC looking at diversifying to non-thermal sources of energy?
Exactly. Actually, in fact, NLC is the first company in the country to add 1 gigawatt capacity of solar and wind in the country. And taking it forward, as on date, we are having 1.4 gigawatt of renewable capacity, both the solar as well as wind. And we are targeting to reach 6 gigawatt by 2030. While the entire country is trying to triple their renewable capacity, we are trying to add renewable capacity to increase it 4 times. In line with that, already many projects are in pipeline. Almost 2 gigawatt projects are in pipeline in the state of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, and the activities are in fast progress. So this 2 gigawatt will be added in next 1.5 period to NLC's portfolio.
The kind of cash flow you should expect from NLC in next 3 years?
See, last financial year, we had excellent financials and cash flow maintained. So we are hopeful that in next 2-3 years, we will be able to maintain the cash flows which were there in the last financial year, even more than that.
In terms of your payment and your outstanding arrears from state government, where does that picture stand and how it has changed?
2 years back, it was more than 12,000 crores, but it is hardly 2,000 to 2,500 crores now. That those dues are also only running dues. So there is no issue of outstanding dues or realization from the beneficiaries.
All right, sir. Appreciate your time. So glad you could join us. Let's take a break.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.